Hello, everybody. How you doing? First, before we get started into this dunk, I want to say big thank you to the patrons. It supports the show for as little as $1 a month. More on that at the end. I was scrolling on TikTok, and I saw basically this dumbass saying some dumb things. So I thought I'd bunk his shit on a video. Let's do it, shall we? Alright, watch this. I first want to start by saying I saw a tweet that said being a straight woman is wild. You have to date your only natural predator, and wow. So, some lighthearted, like some macabre humor about how dangerous a lot of straight women feel existing. Sad, but true. Banger tweet, and so on and so forth.
Well, actually,
and here comes the fucking manosphere bro, not catching the humor behind it. And I'm just gonna let this play out.
43.8% of lesbian women and 61.1% of bisexual women have experienced rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner, as opposed to 35% of heterosexual women. Dang! That pesky thing called facts.
Okay, Dollar Store Ben Shapiro. We get it. Ugh. Alright. So, let's take these numbers as facts, which I have zero reason to believe that they aren't true or accurate. I don't have any reason to believe that these numbers off of Google are bad, because broadly speaking, when you're searching up like things like that, they can be pretty okay as long as you're not, being in bad faith. The stats are from the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Pretty decent organization, if I do say so myself. Nothing to, no issues on my part of that. So let's take this bit by bit, shall we? First of all, it says 43.8% of lesbian women have experienced rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner at some point in their lifetime. Now, bitches be crazy. So I completely understand, I'm not disavowing that whatsoever. But let's take this 2000 report. Roughly 3/4 of lesbians who responded to a 186-item questionnaire in The Advocate, which is a primarily gay LGBTQA magazine, said that they had sexual intercourse with men, and these are lesbians, by the way. Now, if you don't like that particular tidbit because, it's from 20 plus years ago, it was taken in 95, before I was born, you know what? That's valid. I'll give you that. There's this one from this year where studies have suggested that up to 84% of bi people are in a relationship which from outside can be viewed as heterosexual. Why is that the case? Because there are approximately, to give the most liberal numbers, 13% of the female population could be identified as a lesbian. And bisexual people are maybe counted a little bit more than that as far as percentage goes. Let's round it up, 20%. 20% of the population likes women and are women. Numbers, math ain't mathin'. Is it any wonder we see a lot of bisexual women at Pride doing they thing with their supportive ass husband holding their purse with rainbow tattoo stickers on his cheeks? It's to be expected. The math it's just how the math works. Now, this gentleman then says that only 35% of heterosexual women report. I understand that. That kind of makes sense, given that 2 out of every 3 assaults goes unreported. And and it makes sense that liberal, that lesbian and bisexual women are more likely to report it because they, are less they are more informed. They are realize that they're just more liberal, okay? And liberal people aren't gonna let fuckheads get away with rape and shit. Like, if they're not gonna go to the police, they're going to air that shit out on the internet and shame the person. As they should. But I wanted to leave this with this, because this dingus here freaking Dollar General freaking Mike Skrelly here, wanted to pwn people with facts and logic, commenting, bringing a bunch of statistics and all of this stuff into a thing that was just an in-joke for women. I have another fun little detail for him. Something that, I don't know, has something to do with maybe the fact that he calls himself the right corner and put facts over feelings in the description. Frankly, I'm just gonna let the field epidemiologist take it from here.
Majority of women who vote Democrat are physically unattractive.
Hi, it's Pax, your favorite field epidemiologist. Now, this may surprise you, but did you know that women who identify as conservative are 10 times more likely to be shot by a spouse and murdered by a gun than liberal women?
I also want to add that women who identify as conservative are 40% more likely to get sexually assaulted than liberal women.
Women who identify as conservative are 2 to 3 times more likely to commit suicide than individuals who don't identify as conservative. Conservative women are 67 to 80% more likely to be victims of domestic violence. Conservative women have a life expectancy of 65 years, whereas liberal women have a life expectancy of 72 years. A cool stat. Instead of trying to provoke a response, because I know the TikTok bubble told you to, maybe you should focus on not the attractiveness of liberal women or Democrat women, and instead focus on saving conservative women.
Ugh. Couldn't have said it any better myself. So, what's the point of this video? Mainly to just show yet another example of conservative men snowflakery. Because this man got so upset by a woman making a...
Facts.
Responding about a joke that she saw on Twitter, which is whatever. And his immediate goal was fact versus feelings. Meh, 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 meh. Why does every fucking dickhead try to emulate Ben Shapiro? Ben Shapiro's already obnoxious and annoying by default. We don't need any more of you. We have the one and he sucks. But that is that. Remember, ladies and gents, if you want to have a good life, don't be a conservative. Because especially, and as that one video did point out, if you're a woman, if you have conservative values, you are statistically less likely to live as long, because the men in the around you and the environment that you live in is actively hostile towards you. On that happy note, I want to give a big thank you to my patrons. They support the show for as little as $1 a month. They get all of my videos, or most of my videos, early. Impromptu ones like this are usually, I could put them straight out after they're done. But I have a shitty little May video coming out next Wednesday, where I am memeing on the Thalmor and Skyrim, while also giving a pretty funny lesson in how in Skyrim being used as fascism, or the different forms of fascism in Skyrim. Anywho, please consider joining. We do a weekly raffle, and I fucking remember to do it. I think I have to give out 10 games at this point. It's been that long since I last did a raffle. And you also get I believe the $5 and up, you get if you're kind enough to spend $5, you get discount codes for the spring store, as well as more raffle tickets for a higher chance every week to win a free game. Regardless, a big thank you to everybody for watching. I appreciate you guys bunches and bunches. If you liked the shirt I'm wearing, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player, all this stuff. But I sell it down in the description as well. Please consider it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys on the flip. Happy, was it Thursday? It's Thursday. Time has no meaning. Fuck, I still have to do an audio decks episode. God damn it.